Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline. It's SIP Sports Bar, 3024 West Liberty Avenue, 15216. We got a great crowd. We got Penguins. We got Pirates. We're not going to talk about the scores. It's Monday night. Thank you for watching us on Verizon 32 everywhere, Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park. And I want to announce on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook, Devin Shea just told me, our cameraman, 2,781 likes. Thank you. In 1 year, we appreciate it. Any of our new fans here, make sure you like us on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. And we have a tradition here. If you mention Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook, people tend to have a drink or two. And that's it for saying Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. We have a great show here today. We got a lot of great sports to talk about. We have an interesting bunch of guests here. I'm Al Levine, the Talking Machine. I have Smokin' Jim Frazier here, Chip the Prophet Hayner, and we keep our other guest host, who's on Tuesday night. He's in the bullpen, Zach Brenner, and you'll hear Z time, hopefully at the end. It may be a limited edition, Z. No offense, but we'll see what happens. Now, it's a great day in Pittsburgh. If you want to know, I thought it was summer, so I put on a little Hawaiian shirt, so we're all festive here. Let's get this show on the road. We start out with what's on our mind, and we're going to do that right now. Chip the Prophet Hayner, what's on your mind?
Thank you, Alan. And that shirt must be a Tommy Bahama, huh?
No, this one actually isn't. I'm glad you learned something. Stephanie, when you get a next birthday for him, get him a Tommy Bahama shirt.
But, yeah, thanks, Alan. It's been kind of a rough weekend in Pittsburgh sports this past weekend. Penguins seem to be struggling here in their first-round series against the Columbus Blue Jackets. It looks like they have a lot of work to do. I still think the Penguins can beat the Blue Jackets. They need to start making some changes here. People are not playing up to their expectations, and if you're not towing the line, it's about time you started making some healthy scratches, some of these people that aren't showing up for the games. Obviously, me being the biggest Pirate fan of the group of us, some goings on yesterday afternoon in the third inning, a little benches clearing brawl, and one member of the Milwaukee Brewers sucker punched Travis Snyder, and I don't have a problem if somebody's going to square up against somebody and punch him in the face, but while somebody else has got his arms pinned behind him, it's kind of bush league. And I hope he comes to bat the next time the Pirates play the Brewers and Garrett Cole's pitching. I'd like to see a 97-mile-an-hour fastball tattoo his ribs. But that's what's on my mind so far tonight.
Thanks, Jim. Smokin' Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Hey, thanks, Al Levine, the Talking Machine. And if you want the green,
here you go, buddy.
You get to see Levine. I like to start off each and every show by giving a shout out to my main man, Dan, the man that makes the best coffee on the planet. If you like coffee, order a cup from Dan. You won't be disappointed. Please take care of your bartenders and waitresses. And if you haven't done so already, do yourself a favor and grab a menu, because 2 weeks ago I had the best meatball hoagie ever had in my life, and it's because of the chef. The Chef Pete's in the back. Want to give a shout out to a young lady that's going to be a guest on our show a little later, Mariah Torres, supermodel. Give her a big hand. I want to acknowledge Bill Boyce and his supermodels are in the back. And everybody knows by now that I'm an NFL scout. And in 2.5 weeks, I'll be spending draft weekend with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's my 11th year in a row, but I'm going to do something a little bit differently this year. I'm going to surround the building with caution tape because the Pittsburgh Steelers organization is turning into a crime scene. It was a crime for the Pittsburgh Steelers to fire first-year offensive line coach Bill McNeil Jr. The Pittsburgh Steelers traded for Levi Brown, the fattest man in town. Levi Brown is obese, and he got the muscle tone of a canned ham. Levi Brown's double chin, the Steelers must have thought it would help them with double team blocks. Levi Brown gets hurt in pregame warm-ups. That's not Jack McNeil Jr.'s fault. Jack McNeil Jr. didn't draft soft Michael Adams, who'd rather smoke a blunt than lift weights. 350-pound Marcus Gilbert is fat, slow, lazy, and out of shape, and the only reason he's the starting right offensive tackle is because he loves Ben Roethlisberger. At 350 pounds, he loves anything with burger in it. It's a crime against Steeler Nation to fire Jack McNeil Jr.
Hey, somebody tell me when he finished, because I can't hear anymore again. Smoking Jim, you did it again. Every week this year, I'm not going to say where you were at the beginning of the year. You've outdone yourself. You got much more volume than I'll ever have, so I appreciate it. Great analysis of the Steelers. Can they get above a D grade this year or a D minus?
We'll see.
Man, 9 picks. Hey, what's on my mind is the Penguins, I predicted they needed 16 wins, they would do it. Now, I don't know when they're going to do it. Now, tonight doesn't look like they can do it. So we'll have to start again on the next game. I believe they have the talent to do it. I hope they're not just paper champions like some of the co-hosts and radio stations are talking. But what's on my mind for my second point, I know we're only having one, but the Pirates. I drank the Kool-Aid. Chip, the Kool-Aid's great. I'm not as obsessed with you because I'm more realistic. When you go around and you're about 6'5" and you're throwing 95-mile-per-hour fastballs and a guy's mocking you and he's about 5'6", I go after him. And who cares? He's a beast. Jarrett Cole is going to be a great pitcher. He could have ended this with one punch. Speaking of one punch, we're at boxing. Now that's another sport. Sammy Vasquez, a fan of our show, multiple guests on our show, you know, a military war hero, family man. He's with Mike Tyson Productions. He shocked the world, kept his prediction. 2 minutes and 49 seconds of the first round, he knocked this guy out. And that was it. That started the highlights of the show. Then we go to one of my heroes, Rod Sulka. Nobody believed that Rod Sulka, who has like 3 belts now he has the WCB or WBC belt. There's so many of them, who knows? Rod went against the guy, and I just have to tell you, I predicted he would win because of the shape he's in. When I saw him on our show a couple weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, and he had a meatball hoagie. And you can check that out on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. But my point with Rod is he went out there and they said he has a lack of power. The guy he was fighting had 16 knockouts. This was Mike Tyson's boy. Went into the ring. He's a Cuban immigrant. He left town, made it here, left Castro, and he's a great fighter. Rod Sulka in the 3rd round knocked the kid down, and he lost all confidence the rest of the fight. He was throwing a punch. Now, I'm not a boxer, but does this look good? And that's what happened. Rod had a unanimous decision. I don't know what the judges were looking at, but it was close. If he didn't knock the guy down, it might have been a draw. That's enough for that, but it was great boxing. We got a great show, and we're going to start it off with a lot of our guests coming up right now. Tom, introduce yourself.
Thomas Hastings from Wheeling, West Virginia. I'm the head Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA coach at the Bullpen Fight Club.
Hold it, you're not just MMA.
No, well, MMA's...
I know.
Yeah, multiple sport discipline. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is my specialty.
Is it? Well, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually head up the MMA coaching. My partner, Mike Knapple's the head striking coach.
Okay, no, that's great. And the owner of the place, Phil, is who I met.
No, I'm the owner. Phil's one of our really good sponsors.
Oh, I didn't know. You got to clarify all this. I need a roadmap on what's going on. Speaking of roadmap, thanks for making it in here. They only got lost once in Pittsburgh. How about that?
That's a success.
That is, especially with the names of the streets. We have 3 names just on this street, just to confuse you. Now, how long have you been doing this, Tom?
This August will be about 15 years I've been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Would you start out when you were 3 years old?
I'm 30 now. So I started when I was 15. I did some martial arts when I was 5. I did a little bit of kung fu.
Bill wants a picture. We're going to keep talking, but just smile for the camera here. And so 15 years you've been doing this, from the age of 15. Now, I assume that you fought a little bit?
I did one amateur MMA tournament, but I was never really setting out to be a fighter. But as it got more popular...
Do you like teaching the guys?
Yeah, I enjoy teaching a lot. I'm a 5th-generation business owner, Niebergall Ice Company down in Wheeling, West Virginia. We deliver all...
Get on. Block ice and everything.
We're one of the last under 20 people left that make block ice.
You're the last of the Mohicans. There's a McNeely Ice Company about a quarter-mile away. They've been closed up for years.
You got Master Ice up here, too. I'm friends with them.
Okay, we'll see. I know a few ice people. No, that's an awesome business there. Definitely. So now, with your gym here that you have, Bullpen Fight Club?
Yes.
How do they find it?
It's 12th and Jacob Street, Wheeling, West Virginia. Best is contact phone number 304-281-1650.
You got to repeat it again. I had to do this thing. Always say a number twice.
Yeah, 304-281-1650.
Now, do you have a website?
Yes, bullpenfightclub.angelfire.com. We're also on Facebook, Bullpen Fight Club.
I friended you and liked you a while ago, so we're on there. Make sure you like Pittsburgh Sportsline. You got to at least hold our magazine. You know I'm promoting this stuff. No MMA guys got hurt, no animals, and this guy didn't get hurt. Thanks for holding that up. Hey, we have 4 of your guys, right? 3 of your guys.
3 of my guys.
And can you tell me about who you want to bring up first? Did they decide, or are they fighting right now?
Yeah, I think Todd wants to come up first. He's 3-0. He was 8-0 as an amateur. I'm completely undefeated mixed martial artist.
Okay.
Then we got Josh Baker, who's 5-0. And we have Eric Bledsoe, who's 5-0 as an amateur. He's going to debut pro on this next card.
Nice. And when's your next card coming up? Do you know?
Eric and Josh are both going to be on the Pinnacle Fighting Championship May 24th.
I heard about that. I can't wait to see that. Where's that going to be?
I believe that's going to be the Green
Tree Sportsplex. Smoking Jim and I know that. We've been there for boxing matches and now MMA. Zach Brenner's big in boxing, and we have a lot of friends in the MMA world, so we're glad to help promote these guys. Now, I heard another thing that you do some boxing out of your gym. Is that true?
Yeah.
Tell us a little, because you just heard me talk about some champs here with Iron Mike Productions and Rod Sulka's with the Golden Boy. So we got 2 local guys right here. What's happening with you guys?
Right now, our only real active professional boxer is Ron L. Green. He's 10-0 right now.
10-0?
Yeah.
What weight class?
I think 126.
Okay.
Mike Napple heads up, his coaching.
We'll have to get Mike to come in here from West Virginia.
Yeah.
You guys have to make another road trip maybe in a couple weeks. Would that be all right?
Yeah, they're out of town. They're actually training at Quentin Rampage Jackson's gym and Wild Card and a couple other places.
Oh, really?
They're on a training trip right now.
Well, we don't want to stop anybody from training. I know you had to shut your gym down just to come see us, right?
We didn't shut down. We got something to
maneuvered around?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to hurt anybody out there. Let's bring Todd up first.
All right.
Tom, I appreciate it. Welcome to our show.
How's it going, sir?
Why don't you introduce yourself to your fans and your growing fan base, and we'll ask you a few questions.
Sounds good. I'm Todd Juju Bevan. I'm a professional MMA fighter, 8-0 as an amateur, 3-0 as a pro, and I'll fight at 155.
Wow.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Now, do you like any other sports?
To be honest, I'm a big Olympics fan. I like any sport that you can be declared the world champion in. Worldwide. I mean, it's cool to win the Super Bowl or the Stanley Cup or something like that, but I like any
You like
sport.
individual sports
individual
is what you're
sports.
into.
Yeah, where the outcome's all on you.
you can't blame anybody else.
No, if you didn't win, you didn't train hard enough, or you didn't prepare well enough. That's my kind of
How
sport.
long have you been doing this? No wonder you're so one-sided on this.
Yeah, I played team sports in high school, so I definitely get the demographic of team sports. I understand, especially with the guys I train with. MMA is a weird sport in the fact that it's individual because the outcome of the fight is on me,
Right.
but I wouldn't be able to do anything I do without my teammates.
Well, you're a good man. Everybody we've met in MMA always talks about their team, their coaches,
Absolutely.
even nutritionists. I've had a guy, Jason the Whip Willett, had a healthy drink of kale and
Oh, yeah.
chia and all this other stuff as you guys cut weight.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you cut weight?
Oh yeah, I cut a good bit of weight. I'm about 178 right now. Like I said, I fight at 155.
I heard that, so I'm not going to do the math, but 23 pounds is tough to lose.
Yeah,
What do you think, Smoking
yeah,
Jim?
it's-
Give me another fry.
Killing me with the fries. I'd like some of that, but
You want one?
Oh no, I gotta watch. I gotta
Coach?
watch.
It's
Coach?
all right. Jim will be doing a bunch of crunches after the show.
Yeah, I keep a pretty clean diet. When it comes time to buckle down and lose the weight, I go all organic as much as I can.
Do you? That's
I cut
great.
out gluten. I try to live a healthy lifestyle year round. It's MMA and being well rounded. Nutrition gets factored into that, absolutely.
It has to. Everybody I know
No doubt.
talks like that, plus working out like maniacs.
Absolutely, you got to put the best fuel in you as you can. It's the same as fueling up a sports car. If you spend all that money on a Ferrari, you're not going to want to put junk fuel in it. You're going to want to put the best
There
fuel.
you go.
Point. Great analogy. Great
There's
analogy.
a true warrior right
Oh,
there.
yes, sir. Thank
Now,
you.
how long have you been doing this?
Since I got out of high school in 2008, so about 5 years now.
Only 5 years.
Only 5 years.
And
yes, sir.
how many bouts have you had, amateur? And
I had 8 bouts as an amateur, including a national championship fight that I won. And after that is when me and my coach and my team decided to make the move to being a professional.
Right.
I've had 3 fights as a professional so far.
3 fights.
Yes, sir.
And you're
How many
undefeated.
fights
Yes,
do you
sir.
have generally in a year?
I usually try to get 2 or 3 fights, but I train full time, so I train really hard. The number one thing I have going for me, I train really hard, but that's also kind of like my problem. I train too hard and take injuries I maybe shouldn't. So it's held me up in my
Well,
career.
as you
a
get
little
older, you have more wisdom. Plus,
Oh,
you
yeah,
want to
absolutely,
win.
absolutely,
Are
absolutely.
you a champion in anything yet, or are you going to be?
As an amateur, I had 3 belts. I was the American Hardcore 170 champion, Cage of Chaos 170 champion, and the NWFS national champion, all at welterweight.
That is awesome.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Well, Todd, I appreciate
Thank
your
you very
time.
much.
Get
Thank
these
you.
other guys up. How do they get a hold of you anywhere? Because I know you guys are always looking for sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
So we will put that out. That these guys need sponsors
Absolutely.
and advertisers, just like when you hold Pittsburgh Sportsline, we're looking for the same thing.
Right here.
Even if you're in West Virginia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead, where can they get a hold of you?
They can get my Twitter handle, which is @Bevan155, or they can get a hold of me on Facebook. Just look me up, Todd Bevan. I'll be good to go.
And make sure you like Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook.
Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook.
I might have a card. You can check me out.
Absolutely.
All right. Not that I do any shameless promotion, but while I'm helping you, hey, good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
sir.
you. Josh, introduce yourself to your fans and your growing fan base here.
I'm Josh the Cake Baker. I'm from Bridgeport, Ohio, a 5-0 professional fighter, and I train out at a Bullpen Fight Club in Wheeling, West Virginia.
So you rhyme nicknames with, like I do, Al Levine, the talking machine,
Yeah.
Josh the Bake,
Everybody tries to make
the
an
Cake Baker.
intimidating nickname. You're not going to scare anybody with your nickname, so I changed it up.
Well, you're undefeated, right?
Yes, sir.
I think that'll scare somebody. What weight class?
I fight at 135 now, but my first few pro fights were at 45 and 55, 145 and 155.
Well, you don't want to run into Todd every day.
We train every day together.
I can imagine. How long have you been doing this?
Training for just under 7 years, and finally turned pro in 2012.
How were you as an amateur?
5-1 as an amateur. One split decision loss.
That happens.
Yeah, it was back
Those
in
things
2008.
happen. How do you like being a pro?
I like it. You get paid, so that's the first thing.
That does
And
help. Now, how long have you been a pro then? This past year?
Since February 2012 was my pro debut.
Okay, so 2 years.
Yes.
That's got to be exciting for you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm fighting again in May 24th for Pinnacle Fighting Promotions.
No, that sounds great. That's up in Green Tree here. We'll have to check you out.
Yeah, sounds good.
Definitely. I want to see you in the ring or in the cage. I'm used to the boxing. We just saw the boxing.
Yeah,
Do you box at all?
I had two professional boxing matches.
Hold it a second.
Just a couple amateur boxing matches as well.
Really?
Yes.
You like the boxing?
I like both. I plan on competing in both throughout. MMA being my mainstay, but still
I hear a lot of
taking
guys
boxing fights.
want to do both.
Yeah,
Go out there and do it because you do train in the boxing, field.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to get that individual being forced to stand up. Like I'll do jiu-jitsu tournaments as well to be forced on the ground.
Do you have a good ground game then?
Yeah, I like to think myself as well-rounded, but
everybody has something they like.
Watching my fights and stuff, I'd say jiu-jitsu is probably my strength if I had to pick one.
Well, if I were guessing because of your coach here, he has a great reputation, Tom. I've heard and checked him out. So I've heard that.
Awesome. Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time, too.
15 years, he said.
Yeah,
you were in diapers back then.
Yeah, just about.
At 2 years old, I'm sure. And you're from the Wheeling area? Around there?
Bridgeport, Ohio, right across the river from Wheeling.
What highway? I forget. There's 1 and 7. Which one are you near?
I'm right by Interstate 70. I mean, there's a couple. Route 7.
Yeah, Route 7, because they always told me. One is Ohio, 7's in West Virginia, or vice versa.
70, I mean, goes throughout.
70.
Ohio, it's Route 7's Ohio.
Okay. No, I traveled that area a few times in the past. No, I appreciate you coming up here. How do they get a hold of you?
It was one of our sponsors, Phil, was the one that set up the interview to come here.
I met him at the last fight, so he said he would get a few of you guys here.
Yeah, he's our main sponsor right now.
No, he's doing a good job at that and promoting you. Now, if somebody wants to get a hold of you on Facebook or Twitter or anything, do you have anything like that?
Facebook, I mean, just Josh Baker. I mean, it'd be hard to find, but from Bridgeport, Ohio. And then Twitter at TheCake23 is my Twitter tag.
At TheCake23, Smoking Jim. You're a big Twitter man, so he's even on Instagram. I'm not yet.
Yeah, I'm not on Instagram. I'm new to Twitter too.
Me too. I'm at AlPGH.
Yeah.
If you need that.
And
here, since I got everybody promoting the magazine today, you got to at least hold that up. We'll try to get sponsors for you because this will be seen on Verizon 32 in our area, Comcast 7 in our area, and then it's on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook, but we're also on YouTube everywhere. Awesome. And when this comes out, so if you want to friend me, then I can post it on your page.
Sounds good.
And then we'll do this video in the next couple of days. It'll come up. Your interview will be up there, and you can help promote yourself that way.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. The cake. You take care. Sorry, introduce yourself. We have a little fun here, Eric.
Hi, I'm Eric Bledsoe.
And you're an MMA fighter.
Yes.
What a guess. I did see you fight, and you were awesome in the fight. You're undefeated.
Where you from, cousin?
I'm from Wheeling, West Virginia.
How long have you been fighting?
About a couple years.
Only 2 years?
Yeah.
What got you into this?
I got a lot of family that train, and I thought I could do it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're a confident guy.
Yes.
Doing it 2 years, how many bouts have you had?
I had 5 MMA fights.
Okay. And you're undefeated.
Undefeated.
What did you do before that? Were you an amateur?
Yes.
What was your record then?
That's what I was.
You're going, yeah, that's why I'm trying.
This is my debut.
You're getting your pro debut. See, I forgot with all the interviews. He's got his pro debut coming up on, is it the 24th?
May 24th.
And that'll be in Green Tree Sportsplex.
Yeah.
See, I'll help promote that a little
Thank
bit.
you.
We'll see you in the cage there.
Exciting fight. Expect to finish. Working hard, man.
I know. What weight is this at?
155.
You're at 155 too. Wow. Now, how much do you have to cut? Because you didn't look that big after your fight. Did you fight at 155?
I fought at 155 my last fight.
Yeah.
Not much, about 10 pounds.
That's not bad. A lot of these guys are losing 20 plus pounds.
Yeah.
You must stay in super shape all the time.
Yeah, I train full time.
Do you? In only 2 years. Do you have a full-time job that you can maneuver around, or do you just get sponsors and other things like that?
I get sponsors. I do odd jobs in that too.
How can they get a hold of you? You on Facebook?
Actually through the Bullpen website.
Okay, the Bullpen Fight Club. Okay. No, we'll do that. And we're glad you could make it up all the way from Wheeling here. You guys only got lost once, right?
Yeah.
And we should look for you. Did anything come out? I don't know if the posters come out with that. No, I got the May 3rd. That isn't yours. We were hoping we're going to show that.
I'm on the poster for the Pinnacle.
I thought I saw it. I saw it on Facebook or something, so I did. We got to interrupt you. The Pirates just got a grand slam. When they watch us tomorrow or Wednesday, they'll know what happened. We just found out.
Yeah.
No, I did see that with you. Who's your opponent?
His name is Zach Cook.
Zach Cook. Well, I want to see Eric there. We'll look for
finish, man.
When's he going to submit? First, second, or third?
He's probably getting knocked out, honestly.
Is he? There, you heard it here. This is why I like Eric. I don't know if you heard how confident he is. You hear what he's going to do in his fight?
No. I'm going to knock my opponent out. Yeah.
There you go.
On that happy note, I'm not asking any more. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
We'll see you that day. That's May 24th up in Greentree.
We'll
have more to promote that because we've been around and we'll be at the fights.
All right.
Eric, good luck. It was a pleasure having you. Be safe on the way home. Thank you.
How in the world did we get her to come here? We got one of the top models in the country, and I tell you what, great all-around athlete, played basketball, was a swimmer, played soccer, was a track star, went to a high school near Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Everybody, please put your hands together for supermodel Mariah Torres. Come on up.
Hey, what's the name of that school? High school?
I don't want to rain on her parade.
She got the best legs in the country.
After that intro, don't tell me you're from Penn Hills, because that's usually what he means. We're Verona.
What you got there?
I got you some pictures.
He's greedy. We don't even get to peek at him.
Woo!
I know. I'm
Well,
not
welcome
from
to the show. Enough of the silliness. Let's talk who you
Thank
are
you.
with all your fans.
You call that silly?
No, we'll keep here right here. Thank you.
My name's Mariah Torres.
Because I couldn't hear a word he said. I'm deaf now.
He is a little loud.
Go ahead.
But I'm Mariah Torres. I'm a model here in Pittsburgh, and I'm a freelance model. I do a lot of fitness modeling here in Pittsburgh, so I'm really into sports and everything and working out.
Oh,
and all
do you
that
like
good
any
stuff.
sports teams?
Yes, I love the Pittsburgh Steelers, of course. And
Sure. All right.
yes, and I love Texas A&M's women's track team as well.
Really?
Me's my favorite.
Yes,
My new favorite.
yes.
I'm not even going to go there. He's so fickle. Tell him it didn't sun. There was no sun today. It wasn't a sunny day. I didn't get any sun or anything.
I think they hit my legs a little bit.
Did they? Don't tell him about legs and shoes. Don't show any shoes. He goes crazier with that. Okay, now how long have you been modeling?
I've been modeling since I was 11 years old.
And you're only 19?
I'm 21.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm 21, yes. Just turned in October.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. And do you do any events in the city? Where have you modeled at?
Yes, I actually
Where
have.
should we look for you besides here at Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook? Because we'll post your picture up there. Where's Bill Boyce with getting a photo up here?
I have
Smoking
two.
Jim, tell your man. Tell your man smoking.
Hey, Bill Boyce, can we get one?
No. He gets all the guys up here, and he forgets about Smoking Jim's supermodel from Pittsburgh. How could this even happen?
I'm
He always
appalled.
catches Alan when he's putting a fry in his mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yay!
Be careful of him. I'll be your PR guy. Don't you worry about anything. We'll take care of that. I'm sure you have a team with you, so
Yeah.
definitely. So where have you been, modeling at?
I've been modeling here in Pittsburgh. I actually just recently went out to California to go and work with some photographers out there. So it was a success. I have 2 fashion shows coming up on May 4th at the Rex Theater. And I have another one at the Bledsoe Awards on the 11th.
Can you talk a little slower for Smoking Jim? He's an actual writer, and he's, you know what? You have a business card.
Yes, I do. I have some Concords in the back for you guys too.
You'll have to. And since I don't know where Bill's at. Hey, Bill, we need a picture now. Since she likes promotions, I like promotions. I think this is Pittsburgh Sportsline magazine. Not that we're silly or anything. You're not nervous or anything about being interviewed, are you?
Oh, no, not at all.
That's what I thought. Thank you. Now, on May 4th, where is this going to be? Let's get serious. Where will they see
at the
it?
Rex Theater. Life
Now
is a Runway
explain where the
fashion
Rex
show.
is, because Smoking Jim is directionally challenged.
It is on Carson Street on the south side.
Tell him again.
Carson Street on the south side, May 4th, Rex Theater at 7:30. Be there. May 4th.
It's a Sunday.
I believe so, yes.
Let me explain it to him. We're doing Golden Glove Hall of Fame fights on May 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be the next day for Smoking Jim. The 4th is when you'll get to see Mariah. Now, when's your other event?
On May 11th, it's at the Bledsoe Awards.
Okay, and where is that at?
The Bledsoe Awards, I forgot where the Bledsoe Awards is. I believe it's downtown.
Okay.
Yes, and
In one of the hotels, maybe?
Yeah.
We'll figure that
I'll
out.
have to look at
you
that.
know what? You like Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. I'll like your stuff. You like me, and we'll spread all that around.
Okay.
How's that? And then we don't have to worry about forgetting.
Right.
Because I forget a lot of
invite
things.
each other's events and everything,
If
right?
you like my stuff, we like yours within reason.
Okay.
That's how we operate, all of us here. Because we like to spread that around.
Right.
So I appreciate it. Thanks for coming to our show.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. You have to update us after you do your events.
Okay, yes.
Maybe in a few weeks we'll try to get you back.
Okay, yeah. I also have a book coming out too.
Hold it. Stop the presses. Smoking Jim, write that down.
Yes, beginning of June, my book shall be coming out. It's called Shooting Mariah.
Shooting Mariah?
Yes, it's basically a series of photos that were never seen before.
Put me down for
a
2.
story. Turned into a story.
That is awesome.
So we're going to be doing that, and it'll be perfect.
Timing is everything. Well, we'll
Can't wait to
we'll
get
have
my
you on
book.
before the book comes out. How's that?
Okay.
You get back to me. Did I give you a card? I know I always do.
I could take another one.
All right. You know what? You definitely can come back again. Anybody takes that second card. Thanks, Mariah. It's been a
Best
pleasure.
guest we ever had on this show. Great
Oh,
job.
thank you.
Good luck to you. It's now halftime at Sips Sports Bar with Pittsburgh Sportsline. There's a lot of great sports. We only touched on it lightly. We still have a lot of guests up here, so we're going to do a short version of our halftime show, and we're doing that right now. Chip, I know you're always following the Pirates. I missed the Grand Slam. What's the update?
Well, the Pirates are up 4-2 now. Bottom of the 5th. Cincinnati just went down. We're going into the 6th inning. See if we can add to that lead because lately the relief pitching has been faltering slightly. So
Well, they did so well last year. Sometimes you're not going to do as well, but you do have to have some timely hitting with the good pitching. We need some more of that good pitching.
You know what? And the Pirates have been playing pretty well all the way around, offensively and defensively. And you know what? Last year, all the one-run games we played in, we won. This year, not so much, but we're still in contention.
It's a 162-game season, so I'm not worried.
It's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Exactly. Smoking Jim, what do you got going on? You're one of the busiest men in media that I know. And tell me.
Everybody, please, on Wednesday, my exclusive interview with the youngest heavyweight champ of all time, Mike Tyson, comes out in the paper. And I tell you what, after spending Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with Iron Mike, I only got one thing to say. Thank God for penitentiaries.
Hold it. At the end of the halftime show, we had a photo with me. Of course, I don't know if you noticed this magazine. Where is that? Luckily, we got a magazine with Iron Mike. He actually was holding it on stage, and I have to give the good, then I got to give the bad. The good was Frank Brown, the promoter, got us media passes, got us up on stage. Smoking Jim couldn't get us on stage. We were waving to him. He didn't get it.
It was a black thing.
No, it wasn't. There were a lot of white guys up there. It's just we didn't get up there, so Frank Brown.
It was a gateway thing.
No, there were no Gateway guys there. They were afraid to go on stage. He didn't say he was from Gateway with Iron Mike. He thought it was a rehab program. Oh, did I say that on air? Sorry. Sorry about that. Well, I wasn't trying to be funny. I was being honest. Now, we were up there. Zach Brenner took a great photo of me and his hero, Iron Mike, holding the magazine. Then there's a crowd of 300 people, and his Smoking Jim said the brothers wanted more pictures. They started swarming because they saw two white guys with Iron Mike. So I got a beautiful shot of the magazine with Iron Mike's chin. Check out Zach Brenner's chin. I got his smile. Look at that smile.
He got Zach's beard. He's got Zach's beard.
That's a lady killer smile. Look at that smile on Brenner. I'm telling you, that's the end of halftime. Enough of this. Welcome to our show. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you're busy. We got all these flyers here. Why don't we just get right to this? Tell them who you are, and we'll get right to what you do, because I even have a guest that I shared this story who I met last week at Jessica Lee's Jazz Networking. And I want to give a shout out to Megan. She's an honest woman. She brought her fiance here, Ray, just to hear what you do here.
My name is Colleen Martinberg, and I am the owner of Evolution Enterprises in Butler, Pennsylvania. We are home for Team Evo and also Pennsylvania International Krav Maga Federation.
Say that Krav Maga again, because I have troubles with that. I talk too fast.
Krav Maga.
Now explain what that is.
Okay. Krav Maga is the Israelis' form of hand-to-hand combat and self-defense.
Don't hit me.
Yep. I'm
not mad at anybody. Go ahead.
It originated in their military, and it's become so popular and so effective that our military here in the States and also a lot of our police departments are adopting
Use those
it.
techniques.
Yes, absolutely.
I've heard, and that's how I met Megan, not to mention her name again on Pittsburgh Sportsline here. You'll see that on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook now.
Yes.
Oh, they're drinking again.
Yeah. So one of the things that I love to share about Krav Maga is it truly is for everyone. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Do you do it?
I am a certified Krav Maga instructor through the International
Don't
Krav
ever
Maga
underestimate anybody again. She's a trained killer or defender. I don't know, something like that.
So again, a lot of people think, well, I can't do that because I'm too old. Or I can't do that because I carry too much weight.
I was going to say that.
Or I have no martial arts skills.
I was going to say that.
Nonsense. We teach civilian Krav Maga, and we take everybody at their own pace.
Wow.
And for those who may have difficulty performing certain techniques, we can adapt. So it truly is for everyone.
You can help any one of us here.
I can help
let
any
alone
one of
all
us.
the ladies out here who we recommend that they contact you. And here, why don't you hold that up?
Okay.
Can you get a close? Can you get a close up of that, John? And you can talk
right.
while they're taking
so
photos.
This weekend, Saturday and Sunday both, we're having seminars. Saturday, I believe, is our family defense seminar.
Okay.
And then Sunday would be our urban defense.
No, that is awesome. No,
Yes.
Thanks for bringing these. I wish we had more time to promote it since
do
it's
as
so
well.
quick. But you did come out here and explain to them how you got started in this. I think it's fantastic.
Evolution truly is as the name implies. There was a group of fighters looking for a place to train kickboxing, and there were no facilities in our area.
Tell them where you're at.
Butler, Pennsylvania. So it
North
was,
of Pittsburgh for anybody directionally challenged, like my friend here.
yes. So we were born out of the love of kickboxing, and we have adopted other programs such as our MMA program. We do have one pro
I got to
fighter.
interrupt you. You're the only woman owner of an MMA fight club that I know.
Yes.
Okay.
That we know of.
I had to interrupt you on that because to me, that's how I first heard about you, from the Dreadlock DJ, Dan
Yes.
Bogan, who's going to be on a little bit later. I mean, maybe. We'll see. He's on his best behavior, and he didn't bring his dog, and I'm disappointed.
So yes, I'm more or less the fight mom. You know, I work with promoters
Can you believe
to get
that?
events in our area. I am sometimes backstage cornering for our fighters.
No way.
Yes way.
You do
I've
it
learned
all.
to wrap hands.
You look like the sweetest person in the world.
I try to be, but truly our people are the heart and soul of our organization.
Right.
And I do as much as I can to get promoters lined up with our fighters so that they have goals that they can aspire to.
Right.
And our pro fighter, Mitch Killeen, is going to be doing his first pro Muay Thai fight in September under Irv Althouse's promotions out in the eastern part of the state.
Really? Where at?
I believe it's around the Hamburg area.
Okay, we'll have to stay tuned. You have to update us on
Yes,
this.
we're very excited because, as I'm sure you know, professional Muay Thai fights just don't come around.
Right, right.
So it's going to be huge. We're really excited.
That is great. Congratulations.
Thank you. We also have a new MMA coach on staff. His name is Zach Schultz.
Okay.
And Zach is a phenomenal young man. I can't speak enough of him. He's helped me out so many times. It's unbelievable.
That is great. Now, how do we get a hold of you? How will we find you wherever in cyberspace?
Truly, the easiest way is text 724-421-7093.
You better say it again because
Yes.
I got my dumb phone out.
724
Oh, I have your number.
421-7093, or email us at info@evolutionenterprisesllc.com.
Hold it. I need your lawyer to put all that
I
in.
know, it's a huge name.
How about, are you on Facebook at all?
We're on Facebook under Evolution Enterprises LLC.
That's what I want, because I like that page. You like ours. We're spreading the likes around. Get your
That's
team
right.
to like us. You know what?
Absolutely.
We'll promote you, but you got the obligatory hold the magazine tonight, because this will be on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. I guarantee it. Where's Bill
Awesome.
Boyce? This is the only MMA lady owner of a fight gym. The only in the world of Pennsylvania. Come on now. You got to get a photo of her. Look at that. Oh, me too. All right, he got
Awesome.
two.
All right.
We have to do that. No, I appreciate it. What else is going on after this month? I know you got stuff going on.
We have things going on all the time. We are launching a brand new program for children with Krav Maga, and it's our anti-bullying program. I'm sure all of
Fantastic.
you heard about the stabbing, the unfortunate stabbing recently in our
Well, it
area.
happened to even friends that we know,
Yes.
kids and everything else here.
Heartbreaking. So we do teach our young folks how to react in situations like that to hopefully lessen the chance of them being injured.
That is
You
fantastic.
know, obviously we can't make any guarantees, but
Right.
And I always say something like that happened in Franklin Regional.
Oh, no,
would
no,
happen
no, no,
anywhere,
no.
but
This
it
is a
would never,
disclaimer.
ever happen
No,
anywhere.
Yes.
no. I got so many complaints over that because they actually think you're being arrogant about that.
well, the one thing I
We
would
can't have it, Smoking Jim. I got to interrupt you there. It
If
can
I-
happen anywhere. If it doesn't happen there, God bless you then. But I mean, it can happen anywhere. We've had it in good communities, bad communities. People have been talking about it all the time.
even allowed that plastic silverware gateway.
Yeah.
You know, if I could just add
Yeah,
that
go ahead,
parents, you gotta take responsibility for your children. And what I mean by that is, we all pack our children up. We put them on the school bus or walk them to school, and we have this somewhat assumption that they're going to be protected and nurtured the way we would do in our own homes. And unfortunately, the teachers and the staff at the schools, as well-intentioned as they are, as trained as they may be, can't be everywhere at once.
That's a great point.
So we have to take responsibility as parents to send our children out the door. Yeah.
No, I think the Penguins scored a goal.
I think so.
Sorry,
as well.
no offense. We're talking something serious, but we are in a sports bar.
Yes, absolutely.
And that'll happen. But no, it's great stuff you're doing.
Yeah.
Why don't you repeat your phone number one more
Okay.
time so we can get that in so they can text you, get a hold of the Fight Mom.
Yes, 724-421-7093.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Colleen, it was a pleasure meeting you in person now. And keep
Thank you,
doing the great
Alan.
work you're doing.
Thank you.
You know what? You're going to have to introduce yourself because you're a better announcer than I'll ever be.
I don't know about that.
Dan Bogan, welcome to the show. I'm
Thank
glad that Dreadlock DJ could make it.
I'm still
introduce yourself.
looking for more DJ work too, by the way.
Well, why don't we promote that right now? He just had a gig that got canceled.
my steady Friday. So I'm working Thursdays at the Gateway Inn on Route 8, 1 mile south of the Bakerstown exit. Great people in bar, but I'm looking for any other night.
Give a smile for.
What if I hold up my clipboard?
Oh yeah, wait. Did you hold that up? I don't have to hand you one. How did you get the magazine?
I was selling them for 50 cents a piece out there. Smoking Jim sold me one for 50 cents.
50 cents.
It said free on the cover, but I still gave him the 50 cents. I said, whatever.
Ah, jeez.
I got to apologize for being late. Colleen was driving, and I was doing the directions, and we got on the turnpike. It said clean restrooms. We got 56 of them done. We're going to get the other 4 on our way back, okay?
You know what? I didn't know you were a comedy guy. Forget about the DJ business. We've had comedians on. None of them have opened this strong.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm telling you.
Now, I know there's
You're
heat
doubting
between me and Smoking Jim, and I'll tell you how that happened because they don't know.
Okay.
When I met you, Handsome Jim Ajay, father of ruggedly handsome Ben, his son, we introduced us. I've seen the show. I've seen the Talking Machine. I've seen Pie Trainer, and I said Smoking Jim. I said Smoking Joe, and he says his name is Smoking Jim. He will beat the crap out of you if you call him that. I'm going to tell him. I said I didn't mean it as an insult. I grew up watching Smoking Joe Frazier and Ali
So
and
did
Foreman
he.
and Kenny Norton. That was respect. He's going to get you for that. So I said, it's the ballyhoo on West Liberty Avenue. I got to get it. I took
Hold
a
it. Ding, ding. Ding, ding. That's a bell. Ding, ding. And it ended. Now it started again. Ding, ding. It ended.
I went to a Krav Maga class Wednesday with Colleen, her son.
I saw you. You looked awesome in there.
Oh, you should have seen me there. I didn't look so awesome there.
But I meant the photos.
Will Fryer's son was teaching the class. After 2 hours, they said my best defense is just crawl up on the floor, get in a fetal position, and cry like a baby. Maybe Smoking Jim will leave you alone. But I'm going to go train some more, and I'll come back next time. And with a ballyhoo on West Liberty Avenue, Smoking Jim, we're going to have at it.
Not everybody can say ballyhoo, but why don't you say if they were in the cage, if you two were going in the cage, what would that sound like with you announcing? Just do so people can get a.
Well, first off, the cage doors are only 6 feet high. I'm 6'3". The bumps are just the bruises are going away.
I knew you were damaged. I didn't realize how
That's
much.
even before that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, they're terrible. It's terrible. Terrible. But you got, we'd have to pretend he's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Right. What would you say?
He's about, 6'3", 6'2". Always got these pretty ladies with him, I'm finding out the hard way. Hogging them all to himself.
Yes, he does.
But I'd say weighing in about 185 pounds because I don't want him beating the crap out of me tonight. I'll say it. With a reach of about 75 inches. That's just one arm.
75 inches.
Fighting out of the Pittsburgh Gateway Fight Club. Or Rehab Center, or the Gateway Inn Tavern, or
Monroeville, just say Monroeville,
the Mat Factory, Team
Pennsylvania.
Evo, Team AMS, Bledsoe Gracie, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, any of them. Wright's Gym, Dan Kakuta's fighting with him. Dan Kakuta and Samson have a thing. My dog, they're going to fight. It's going to go down.
And where's your dog at?
Well, he's training for Dan. Dan keeps ducking Samson. He keeps getting his hand injuries. That's why he's the bionic fist of justice.
No.
He keeps. Eventually, he's just going to put his fist in cement. And they're going to put skin around it.
Tell him what a nice-looking dog, what breed of dog that you have.
That's a German Shepherd. He's 110 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. He's the toast of the coast, the sensation of the nation.
See,
He can make your knees freeze, your liver quiver, and your back crack. And he wants Dan
Hold on,
Kakuta.
what was that? Never mind.
Dan Kakuta wants him. Dan wants Samson to come up and weight. Samson wants Dan Kakuta to come down and weight. But the main sticking point is Dan Kakuta wants to fight Samson in a sanctioned fight by the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission. Samson wants to fight under American Kennel Club rules. And you can bite with the Kennel Club rules. So
Can I negotiate that?
You can.
Okay, because I'd like to
You
try.
look a little bit like Don King.
I understand that. I need a haircut. It was starting to wing on a little. I couldn't get my haircut last week because I didn't want to compete with you.
Get it cut. We can do a before and after for Rogaine, and we'll split the money.
Okay. You cut yours first.
No, you do before and after.
No. You go first. I accept all challenges, but you go first. You're the champ.
Me? I'm not the champ, hardly. My job is to make the fighters look good. No one pays a ticket to see. Pays $1 to see this guy. I've got a mirror. You can see why. But no, I'm there to make the fighters look as good as I possibly can. Make their moment in the spotlight all that much better.
And you
make
do
them
that.
proud. Well, I try.
That was the first time that I heard you live. I've actually seen
And you
you
said
on
you're
TV.
never coming back again.
No, and I will be back. Are you doing the one in May 3rd?
I'll be in Johnstown.
Hold
returned.
it.
I did Johnstown.
Did I segue into that?
That's
Nice?
perfect.
Hold
the
this
champ,
up.
The champ, Chris Dempsey's coming to Johnstown to defend his
Not
middleweight
that
title.
beast from the East, I call him.
Oh, he's fighting Nick Cross, one of the toughest contenders.
I'll hold this since you got to read.
Zach, the Bad News at 11 Gobles in the co-main event with Brett Schoenfeld. It's a rematch from December 7th. That's going to be an interesting fight. Jory Madman Gadd is going to be there. One thing I wanted to mention of making his pro debut is Doug Haupt. He's the Ninja Bear. He's fighting for a 7-year-old bone cancer victim called Zane. The fight's going to be in Zane. All his T-shirt sales go to Zane, and he's sending his whole purse and even his wallet. Everything he gets from that fight go to Zane to help that kid fight
And say
bone
his
cancer.
name again. How do they get a hold of him?
Doug
Do you know?
Haupt. I would say like him on Facebook. It's Haupt, Doug Haupt, as he's making his professional debut. And no disrespect to his opponent, Darren Costa. He's kind of put into the bad guy position here. He's like, but that's a great fighter too. It's going to be a whale of a
Well, it
fight.
helps for good PR, and guys
Either
like
way,
you
yeah.
will promote the heck out of it.
Right. We got a strong undercard. Cody Lenny Karlheim's on the fight. We got a guy coming from Philadelphia fighting for us again from Brazen Boxing and MMA. Shaquem Hall. John Rearick's on the card. Brandon Lux. I don't want to leave anyone out, but I've got to because I know time's issue. But it's a stacked card.
No, I'll let you talk
It's
for
a-
another 2 minutes
it's,
at least.
It's a stacked
How
card.
can you
in
handle
Johnstown.
that? You're on speed talking right now.
Yeah, I'm going to try to fit it all in. I got to tell
What
you.
else do you have to put in?
Well, I want to tell you, I met Colleen at our third show in Butler. We've seen each other, but she had a table there. You got to get the sensors ready for this one. How Colleen don't even know this part myself. I walked away after introducing myself to her. I heard her say to the person, she said, "What an ass." I went, "Yep, kid still got it." So we became good friends after that. It's a true story.
We
She
won't
doesn't
cut
know I do
that. We won't cut that because she thought you were like a donkey or something.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah,
Some mule.
Exactly.
Some mule just walking by. Hee-haw.
But I want to thank especially all the people, gliders in the cage, Epic Leap Entertainment, Rich Miller.
Hold it, wait. Did you see, I don't know, did you open up the magazine in here? What do we have
Some
here?
guy showed me that, yeah.
I don't know if he showed you that. Wait.
You don't know the story how I got the job ring announcing for Epic Leap. I'll try to make this quick while you look for that.
Hold it. I
DJing
found
is
it.
all part of my Get Rich Slow scheme.
Hey, John, you got to get a close-up
And
here, buddy.
I heard, yeah.
Right there. Look at that.
Let's see if I can get that.
Robert Joseph gave us so many shirts.
He is the Grand Poobah.
And he owes us a couple when he comes back. Did you get that, John? All right, thanks.
So a good friend of mine owns the Audio Factory. Ray Reamer teamed up with.
You can drop names. We're about shameless promotion.
That's why I'm here.
Keep dropping them.
He's part of Gliders. He's the production chief.
And I'm friends with him. He connected with me on LinkedIn.
See that?
He also let me see their inner sanctum, their control center.
Oh, he gave you the grand tour.
It was
he gave you the 50-cent tour.
No, it was like $2.50 because I saw everything and more. And then Robert Joseph walked me all the way out because it was like a maze. I was a rat looking for cheese.
And I got to say, these two guys are better looking than you said. You said they weren't so hot.
I never. He's a liar.
Talking machine.
He's a known liar. I never talk bad about anybody. I told everybody he's the most handsome dreadlock DJ that I ever met.
Because I'm the only DJ you ever met, probably the only dreadlock.
Dreadlocks.
You got to throw white. Go ahead, say dreadlock white guy. Go ahead. Go right ahead. I'm all right with that.
I have to say that because he's always teasing teaching me that stuff. He says I know more about black people than black people, so I'm allowed to talk about white people.
I'm just happy to see both of his ears are intact after last week. I mean, that gets a little risky when you're hanging out with Iron Mike. I mean, you never know.
He was at arm's length on every interview.
You don't want to say
it was amazing.
You never say to Mike, what? You don't ever want to lean in with that ear.
You never say, Mike, I let you in here.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no doubt about it.
Hey, so
what else do you have?
I was looking to, that's what I mean. Ray Reaver says that maybe Robert Joseph could hook you up. So I talked with Robert, and he says basically I got 2 openings. I got you can either ring announce or clean the bathrooms after the show. He said
How's
of
that working
the
out?
2, the dignified one would be to clean the bathroom. So I tried it. There were 2 problems. The urinal cakes were not nearly as delicious as I was promised, and the harsh detergents burned my hand. So I said, let me try the ring announcing and see how that works
They
out.
took down the signs and said, please don't eat the big
We got to have you back again on our show.
The pleasure's mine.
Well, I'm going to keep it short and sweet.
Okay.
I got an announcement to make.
Another BPTV first.
At approximately 10:03 a.m., a little Brenner came into the world. Jaden Abigail Brenner, my cousin Joshua, and his girlfriend Alyssa welcomed a healthy baby girl.
Congratulations to the Brenner clan. They have a new member.
And the bad part about it is, if me or my brother don't have a son, it's over for the family name. So it's time to get to work.
With all this Smoking Jim's women, you can't find a model or something? What's happening here? Smoke, can you
Jim
two,
keeps them all for himself.
Can you two bury the hatchet with Steel Valley and Gateway? Please talk to him a little.
Yeah, he's going to bury it about 3 inches deep in his skull.
I don't know. Neither one of these guys is on steroids. I've had the test done. Contrary to what Smoking Jim says, no steroids, not even artificial testosterone like Ryan Braun, who hit 2 home runs this weekend.
All work.
With artificial testosterone.
3. He had 2 on Saturday night, 1 on Sunday.
Well, I ignored the one, so sorry. It only tied the game.
Yesterday's.
Hey, I got some breaking news for you folks. Smoking Jim's favorite, Jeanette Jayhawk, has been traded to the Seattle Seahawks. And that would be Mr. Terrell. Don't have too many tattoos prior.
No way. How could that happen?
Well, he wanted to get traded to a team he wouldn't have to play for.
Oh, yeah. And he wants to play behind a legitimate quarterback in Russell Wilson. So, he's never going to see the light of day.
You can't miss stuff like this. We got to check the time because we chewed up some of that.
We got plenty of time tomorrow, man, for me to
get
to my talking
What's on your
points.
mind?
Well, what's on my mind is we touched a little bit about it. We got to give another shout out to Lightning Rod Sulka. Shocked the world on Friday, especially Smoking Jim Frazier.
Hold it, wait, I got to interrupt
way
you.
past his bedtime.
Yeah, I didn't bring that up, but since you brought Smoking Jim up, he stayed from the first fight in early to the end and beyond. I was so proud of him.
Me too.
We never saw anything like that. Sorry to put my disclaimer on Gateway, but I get a lot of complaints. I got to put it out there. We were there, and like Smoking Jim said, look at how safe it is. There's 18 policemen in here. They don't even have to patrol the streets. So I don't know what that meant, but
like I said, they're not even allowed shoelaces, belt buckles, anything at Gateway. So there isn't even a sharp blunt object in the whole school.
What about a pencil?
Good luck trying to shake
Wait, what about a pencil?
They don't even have pencils. So I don't even know how they get any schoolwork done.
I
over
knew
at
it.
Gateway.
Amen.
They got nothing you can turn a shank into at Gateway. So you want to talk about prison institutions? I seen barbed wire on the top of the fence at Gateway. That's where all the criminals stay.
Really?
This is a disclaimer.
Yeah.
These are the thoughts and opinions of my own.
Well,
Tune into tomorrow night.
We only got a minute or so left. It was a great night of fights. It was great to see Pittsburgh boxers with national organizations on Showtime. They set records and everything else, won belts.
We went from BPTV to Showtime.
And if you're looking at the TV, look at that face. Now, just look at it from here. But on Showtime, they have the whole body. Thanks for watching us on BPTV, Verizon 32, Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park. YouTube 24/7, and of course, Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. Thank you. Drive safely. Come back again.